Here we go. Good morning. It is Monday. My bad. A little bit of technical difficulty, but we are back. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning. It is Christian with Super Trucker Podcast, Voyager Nation. What we do here is drop trucking content. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Get this video in front of owner operators to be, especially that, and current owner operators. So if you're looking for a good opportunity, you got to give us a call, 863-342-5171. So it is Monday, so it's time to grind. So hopefully everybody's already picking up the load. If not, actually getting unloaded if you actually had a weekend load and you're delivering it Monday. So here you go. So what we do is across the platform across our social media platform, that is, we just put together all the questions that we have and that we get over the week, and we just answer them on the live 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. So today being Monday, here we go. It's grind time. It's time to grind, time to push. So here we go, guys. Just give it a minute for a few to get in here, and we will get this going. All right. So as we're waiting on there, guys, do not forget to get your 2290s in. They are due. We're creeping up. I think it's already at the end of this week. Hold on, let me see something right quick. Yeah. So 2290s are, they're due. Don't get caught up and pay that late fee. So get them done. Again, the way we do it here will help plenty of our guys get it done online. It's not a big deal. But what you do want to be doing is make sure you get them in your name. So we're always doing that for our guys. So if you're with a current carrier, there's really no need to get it in their name unless you've been there for a long time and you're on their plate program, and all you really do is you don't want to deal with that. So there is value to that as well. Just letting you know that they should be helping you get that to avoid that late fee. So guys, make sure you get that in there and go from there. And also medical cards, guys. Don't forget those medical cards. That new program that rolled out. It's not the best as of yet, so don't just completely trust it. It's just just letting you know, if you renewed your medical card within these last few weeks, make sure that you're getting the full long form from the clinic. That's number one. You want to have that in your hand in case they don't update the system appropriately. Now you have a fighting chance to resolve your problem. Some of my guys have been with a pending suspension due to the system just not quite working just yet. So pay attention to that. You don't want to get caught up out there in that situation. And then again, even though you didn't make the mistake, even though you didn't cause it, the process is the punishment. So don't get caught up with that. Just pay attention. You have more to lose than they do. So pay attention to that, people. And here we go. All right. So once again, we just go over owner operators to be. We're that one-stop source. Get a bunch of information. I was actually taking a look at the inventory over at Lone Mountain because we have two individuals grabbing some trucks from there. Man, everything on their fleet right now is new. So I don't know. Is there anybody out there that is using that third-party lease? And if so, what year trucks do they have available for you guys? Guys are asking, so we're always looking for good information to pass along and get that in front of the right people. So guys are actually looking for a similar like product to Lone Mountain, not too crazy of a down payment and reasonable monthly payments. But most of my guys that are calling in actually don't want new. They want something with like 300,000-400,000 miles. So if anybody is out there that knows of a pretty good spot that they can go to, research it online, please drop that in the comments below so that we can actually share that with our guys. All right. So again, that's what we're doing. And again, so let me know in the comments. All right. So please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Again, nobody pays us for this, so it is important that if you guys hit that like button, it helps the algorithm push this in front of the right people. We drop pretty good content every day after 5, and that is Monday to Friday though. So about us, right? For those guys who are new to the channel, we are 100% owner operator, and what we do here is basically dry van work. The only places I am not going to service is going to be California, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. All right. So the Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan is just too problematic. It's not even that you would hit something, somebody would hit you, and then that's the crazy thing because, man, like, they could rear end you. And then the process, again, we talk about that all the time. The process would be the punishment, getting out of that and all of that. So it's easier to go to different areas. Really not looking to be on the Cross Bronx, none of that stuff. It's just too problematic. So we don't do that. All right. So some of the things that you're gonna get here, right? It's transparency is number one. You will have access to direct, clean, original rate confirmations. They all look different because every broker, every customer has a different looking rate con. And so what that's going to do is they're going to forward you the email directly so you can take a look at it, because transparency is king. And not just that, and you're going to get paid 75% of that. 25% is going to include the cargo, the liability insurance. So that's part of the package deal. There is no additional charge for that insurance. So if you're on the 75 split, even if you took some time off, that is not a real, that doesn't keep charging. I know some of the places out there charge you even if you're not running. We're not doing that. So that's a value add to you for those guys who like to take extended time off during the summertime and whatnot. So that is extremely valuable to you. In addition to all of that, you get a trailer. So now our trailers are 23s, 22s, 21s. So all top of the line equipment right there for you to be successful. We have a trailer mechanic on site. And what he's doing is taking care of those bad boys. Sometimes guys are picking up in this area to head out, and they may get a nail in the tire. It may be a light is out, or that they caught after a pre-trip or something like that. And the beauty about that, they could turn and burn. Right, they swing by here before heading out, losing minimal time. So that's happened plenty of times. But also, in addition to that, as guys are doing their 34s, they're dropping the trailer off at the location. And usually, let's say a guy got back on a Friday afternoon or something. By Monday morning, he's ready to rock and roll. So again, it's all about providing you with a quality program that is going to keep you running. So no rust buckets here. Top of the line equipment, and it's all maintained in house. Of course, we're gonna have to do some of the repairs out there because it's trucking and things do happen. That is why they all come with a very, very, very good program tied to it, which is the maintenance fee. Maintenance program. It's $50 a week, and that's going to cover your brakes, tires, 90-day inspections that we do a DOT annual inspection every 90 days on those bad boys. So everything is covered under that $50 a week, right? So it's a worry-free program that allows you to focus on the road and focus on making money and being safe. So that is what we have to offer on there. So we also have free parking. So here's how this plays out. We have a corporate right here on Mulford Rd, about 2 miles away. We got 5 acres or so. It's a drop yard, gated. You can drop truck and trailer there, not a problem. It's very secluded, and you guys can park there for free. So if you're leased onto us, that is a value add. I know a lot of guys are probably paying like $150 a month, at least in this area. So that would be a value to you as well. All right. Another thing that we also offer is going to be that fuel card. So fuel cards we're actually offering too. And the reason we're doing that is so that you can max out on the savings. We push 100% of that savings along right to you. So why does that benefit you? Because that is money right from the bottom line. Like, you're taking it back. Like, you're getting fuel anyway. So if you just, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to download both apps to your phone. All right. We help you do that in orientation. We walk you through it. So you download both of them to your phone. And then what you're doing is you're trip planning. You're going to trip plan on each fuel card, and then you're going to see which one is going to have the greater savings. So once you realize which one is going to be better, you go ahead and fuel there. I mean, I got guys who could save $300, $400, $500. I've even seen, depending how much you're running that week, on a weekly basis. So that is monumental to your bottom line, guys. So please use those resources. And that's what we do in orientation, is teach you how to use those apps so that you can reap the benefit. All right. Another thing that we're going to offer for those who are out there, our plate program. Not everybody uses it. I would say probably 50-50. A lot of guys come to the table with their plates already, and a lot of guys are looking for the carrier to do it. Either way, for us, it's easy. It's up to you on that choice. So the plate program is easy. We get you on our plates, and within 1 day, all we need to see is a valid 2290 and a copy of the title, and you're good to go on that. So within a few hours, here you go. Another thing that we're also offering is, again, the permits are all part of the package deal, no additional charge for any of that. So you're good to go there. I know I get a lot of questions about that pre-pass. So this is how my guys are doing it. Excuse me. The pre-pass and the recruiting on the safety end, there's plenty of people to help you out how to get it. So they'll show you exactly how to get it, but you want that to be yours anyway. So you open up your own account. That way, if you're ever moving from one carrier to the other, you manage it within for yourself, and you don't have to give it up, and you don't have to find yourself without a pre-pass. You're just updating license plate number and DOT and so forth. So remember, you want to be able to get your own pre-pass. All right. So that's the value to that. We're going to show you exactly how to get that done. And so you have that in your back pocket, making you that much stronger as an owner operator. Another question we get on a constant is going to be about the insurance. So what we're talking about, the insurance is going to be your physical damage and your bobtail, right? Those are the two that you would have to bring to the table. Now, cargo liability is part of the package deal, as we talked about, but the physical damage, I don't require that. So Voyager is not going to require that. The person that may be requiring that is the bank if it is a finance truck. So they're going to set the limits as to how high they have to be. They're going to tell you exactly how they want to appear on the insurance cert. And they're also going to tell you sometimes which insurance companies you cannot use, just because I've guessed maybe they've had bad business falling out with them in the past or something like that. To make sure you're not in that position, if you're actually purchasing a truck right now, the sales guy can go ask the finance guy, or somebody there at that dealer will be able to give you that information. I know Select Trucks, not Select Trucks, Aero Truck Sales out of Tampa. I know they have a list of guys that they're not willing to use for whatever reason. So the reason you're asking for this is so that you can save some time, right? So if that's the situation, you don't want to spend time getting quotes from them if they're not going to accept their policy. All right. So don't even bind it. Like, don't do that. That's ever the sole question. Sometimes guys want to buy insurance before they actually pick the truck up. And I say, nah, man, I wouldn't do all that. I've had guys, like, let's say, going to Lone Mountain, and then let's say they're going out of state, right? Just keep using those guys because their name, just because we do a lot of business with them. But let's say my guy's flying out of state to Texas to go pick up that truck. He wants everything lined up and everything ready to rock and roll. So he's already adding the VIN number to the insurance. He's doing all that good stuff. You don't necessarily have to do that right now. I mean, you can wait till you're there. You can wait till you're actually physically touching that truck, taking it for inspection, driving it around. Because let's just say you see something that you didn't like, and all of a sudden now you're changing a VIN number. So you're just adding an extra layer of work to the process of picking that truck up. So you can bond something within an hour. So guys, make sure you're doing that. We definitely got a call on Friday, and we have somebody actually buying a truck. What you don't want to be doing out there is buying temporary insurance, guys. It costs you like what, $500 for 30 days. Man, that is just wasting money. With those $500, you could already bond a permanent policy. So don't let them do that to you guys. What they're really just doing, they know you're excited. They know you want to take the truck out of there. They are just trying to get you to metal, man. That is all they're trying to do. And then later it's going to be your problem. So you can't even, that temporary insurance is going to run out. And even if you try to use the same insurance company to bond a permanent policy, let's say, they're going to ask for another down payment, which is going to be right around that $500 anyway. So guys, do not get that temporary insurance coming out the dealer. There's an easier way to do it. Call True North, get a quote. What we would do for our guys is we contact True North with them. You have a WIDA. We actually have a contact right here in this local market. She'll put it out there. She'll shop around. She'll give you a couple options on the table. Which policy is going to be better for you? It's going to depend on you, right? Are you looking at the monthly premium with no down payment, or are you looking with a down payment and then you look at the monthly premium? So, all of that changes from person to person. It just depends on what you're in the market for. But again, guys, physical damage is just a percentage of the value of the truck. That's really what it goes by. I think right now it might be like 7%, something like that. Divide that bad boy by 12. Just and add $50, let's say, for the bobtail. That's kind of an estimate of where you're going to fall, so you have a general idea of what the insurance was going to cost. So obviously, the more the physical damage the truck costs, the higher that monthly premium is going to be. All right, so if I got first-time owner operators looking to buy trucks and they find themselves in this position, guys, give us a call at 863-342-5171. We can walk you through this process. We can drop a lot of education about it so that you don't make mistakes like buying temporary insurance. Don't do that. All right. So another thing that we're offering is the ELDs. We run with Motive, which is pretty much non-intrusive. It's like a little box that sits on the dash and connects to the ECM, and that's it. You download the app to your phone, so there's no splicing and dicing of wires. There's not, no tablets, no purchasing of additional equipment or anything like that. You just download the app to your phone, make sure it's mounted, and you're good to go. So that's how we handle that. A lot of guys do end up buying their ELDs from other companies, let's say. And so I have had the situation where somebody comes with their own Motive looking to use the box. But remember, there are no deductions for the use of ours. So the one that you're bringing isn't going to save you money or anything like that. But as a matter of fact, I can't even use it because it's not added to my fleet, and they're not willing to do that. So behind the scenes, Motive, they're not just transferable units from one carrier to another. That's not how it works. You basically just bought a paperweight. So just make sure if you're actually leased onto someone and you're using that, just go ahead and make sure you give it back, so you get full escrow back, because you're just buying a paperweight at that point. So don't get caught up and try to keep one of those. It's not going to be useful. All right, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, put this content in front of owner operators to be and or current owner operators who are looking for a better opportunity. The phone number is 863-342-5171. Make sure you're giving us a call, and we could talk shop. All right, guys, make sure you like that. You hit that smash that like button, and get the bell icon so you get notified when we drop gems Monday to Friday after 5 o'clock. So stay tuned for those bad boys right there. All right. All right. So again, home time. I know that comes up a lot. Everybody's a little bit different. All of our guys pick different type of home time. You have some people who are home on a weekly basis. You got some people who are going to be home, 2-3 weeks out. That is up to you to pick. So for us, it's easy. We don't suffer with that. It is your truck. It is your business. You're going to run it the way you want. Now there will be the dispatcher who is dedicated to you. And then that dispatcher is actually going to be, communicating effectively. Let's say you're looking to increase your revenue a little bit, but you're the guy that comes home every weekend. They're not just going to blindly ask you to stay out. They're going to show you the exact potential of staying out, and then you see if it's worth it or not, right? So having that adaptability and open mind is really going to increase the potential for your success. That's all we're really asking people to do, is have that open mind. No one's force dispatching anyone, but the idea behind it is the market is what it is. Trucking is trucking. No one controls the market. We don't pretend to control the market. It's just a matter of how you play chess in this market, right? So finding good loads and good rates is not just the only piece to trucking. There's another side to it that a lot of people don't talk about, and that's dealing with the customers, making the back office stuff to make sure that you're pushing forward. Making sure that let's say detention, your detention, not just that, make sure you're getting before you even get to that, it's better that you get unloaded on time, truck order not used because they canceled the load, reading these predatory rate cons, having them fixed, changing appointment times, because let's say they took a little too long to load you. Now, now you're not going to get there at the time that you were scheduled. You got to do that front end work where that rate con gets revised, because if not, you're going to show up to only find out that you missed your appointment and now you're working. So you hustle to make something happen, and those little details matter in trucking, because compounded all together can mess up your week financially, right? So that's the beauty about having that dedicated dispatcher. You got that one stop source. They all work in that we call it the pit. They're all hustling together, jiving and getting ideas off of each other. And so that's an important part there, because they may not have a load in a certain market, but the customers calling one dispatcher and saying, hey, I'm offering this because you guys were on time with this last 8 times you did this load, and here you go. He may not have a driver, but somebody else may have a driver in that area. So that synergy has to exist, and that's why we call that the pit. All right. So that's important to you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, guys. Put this content in front of owner operators and owner operators to be. This is the channel for you. Get tons of information. You may know half of this stuff, most of the stuff, but there's always something to learn here, because we just drop everybody's experiences that are willing to share with us, and our experiences of what we have gone through, so you don't have to go through shitty ones, like buying temporary insurance. Waste of money. Don't get that done. All right. So for those who joined a little bit late, guys, make sure you're going to bang out your 2290s this week. Don't get hit up with that late charge. Make sure if your carrier does it for you in your name, make sure you reach out to them. Let them know, hey, to get that done, this is the final week before you get hit up with late payments. And also my Floridians, guys, especially you guys, anybody that's been updated, or anybody across the board, actually, anybody who has gotten their medical card within the last couple of weeks, make sure you double check on the system that you're not pending a suspension. The new policy to get them uploaded and all that has a lot of wrinkles in it, so it's not running as smooth as it should. But again, the process is the punishment, as we say all the time. So you do not want to get caught up out there with a suspended CDL because nobody uploaded your medical card. So if you make sure you have the long form copy with you, just in case, better to have it than not to have it. And then double check with your state agency to make sure that you are not pending a suspension. And call your safety department. I'm sure they're willing to help out, because they don't want to see you get caught up in that either. For my guys, 863-342-5171. And again, if you're looking for a good opportunity, don't forget, give us a call at 863-342-5171. Remember, we are a 100% owner-operator based company looking for good owner-operator partners that understand the business and are looking to take it to the next level. So if you are that guy, give us a call. All right. So don't forget those medical cards. Make sure you handle that. And in addition, get them 2290s in. So and again, guys, renewals too, they're coming up. So for a few guys in the probably September, I'll have a few guys probably renewing. So if you're renewing, make sure you get all that stuff in, and then stay ahead of the game. So the idea behind it is we like to stay ahead of all this stuff, because it's these little things that there's enough variables out there that happen that cause you to, cause downtime, breakdowns, you name it, accidents out there, like all of the stuff that we can't control. Now, there are some things that if we pay attention to, so that's what the back office here does. We pay attention to the small things so that we can actually pay attention and not cause downtime by something as so simple as not getting a renewed plate because we took a little bit too long to get the paperwork in. So again, you want to allow for at least a week you want to allow at least a week, maybe 2 in some states. I'm not sure, but like Florida, you want to allow at least a week for that paperwork to go through. So you want it done ahead of time. That way you avoid a lot of that downtime. All right. So stay ahead of that. We're here to help, for our guys. Obviously, Lakeland is right around the corner. We are basically in Lakeland. And what we do is we work with Morningstar, connect you guys, make sure that everything is done in according with the right time frame. That way you avoid all that kind of downtime. All right. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, smash that like button if you like what you're hearing. And for those guys who are actually buying their trucks and thinking about getting your own plates, Yes, you're capable of doing that. It's just simple paperwork. We can walk you through all that kind of information. That's not a problem. You want to give us a call at 863-342-5171. And even if you're not leasing onto us, we can even, we're willing to share that information. You're that much stronger as an owner operator once we do so. So give us a call, 863-342-5171. All right. So another value add about actually having having a 100% owner operator based company is that you know that you're the number one customer. So not the broker, not no dedicated freight, nothing like that. It's you as an owner operator. That is we understand where the food comes from. All right. All right. So in addition to all of that, guys, the insurance is part of the package deal. So remember, you would just simply be responsible for either your bobtail and your physical damage. I have a few guys that just have bobtail, and I have a few guys that actually brought both. But again, that choice is going to be up to you. So you have that. IFTA, they deduct that every quarter, so they'll manage that for you, and you do pay the quarterly. The other thing is our escrow. Our escrow is pretty low for industry standards, 1,500. So that is the escrow, and the drug testing is, what we do is we do fast track approvals. And so when you jump on our fast track approval, typically what you want to do is make sure you get that drug test done in the morning, so we get that bad boy back within 24 to 48 at max. We were supposed to have a guy in for orientation today, but I think it's going to go down tomorrow because, this normally happens. Like doing a drug screen on a Saturday doesn't always work out in your favor or our favor to get the results back. That's what I'm talking about here. And the reason it gets delayed is because here's a small tip to all the guys out there who are crunching, you're pressed for time a little bit, right? You're trying to be calculated. You're trying to make your next move. And when we talk about details, it's just like this. So clinics typically have a pickup, depending how busy they are. They either get picked up once, all the specimen in the morning, and then goes to the lab. So you don't want to miss that pickup window, because if you do, that bad boy is going to sit there until the next day. So if this guy took it on a Saturday, it's actually not getting picked up till this morning and then going to the lab this afternoon. So that's the delay on that. So you want to make sure that that recruiter is actually calling the clinic, finding out what time the pickups are, so that you can hit your mark, right? So nobody's going to be able to rush it just by making a phone call and stamping it rush. None of that's going to happen. But what you do is you just have to be calculated and find out what time their pickups are. So they may have one in the AM, maybe one in the PM. Just depends on how busy the clinic is. So, we go that extra mile. All those details matter when it comes to trucking. So, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. So that's a freebie for a recruiter who's out there who never even thought of that. There you go. You can improve that time, the result time, by just making a few phone calls and being more efficient. Okay. All right, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, put this content in front of fellow owner operators to be, and owner operators, if you're a current one now and you're looking for a better opportunity, 863-342-5171. Give us a call. We're here to help out. All right. So do I got any comments here, man? I'm willing to answer any questions. Again, these are just pretty much recruiting questions we get over the weekend. We do have 2 individuals coming today. As a side note, they actually upgraded, so they're leveling up. What they're actually doing is they bought their own trailers, so they're going to be returning our trailers to our drop to our drop yard here. And in addition to that, what we're going to be doing is they're going to be changing their pay package from 75 to 85% payout. So that's good for them. These guys are strong runners, been with us for a year plus, so they're going to do well. But again, there you go. You got several options under one roof. You don't necessarily have to only, you don't have to change companies for something so simple like that. But other places may limit you. I don't know. But what happens here, there's something for everybody. And we tailor every dispatch style customized to the owner operator and how they run their business. So that's the beauty about it. You can do all of that here. You can, you want to go out more, we can make that happen. You want to scale it back, we can make that happen as well. So you got all these options under one roof. We're just versatile, we're adaptable, we're creative, and we're looking for partners with the same exact mindset to make this happen. All right, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that comes along with that, including smashing that bell icon so you get notified when we drop content every Monday to Friday after 5 o'clock. Keep an eye out for that. All right, here we go. All right, any questions out there? All right. No. All right. So on a side note, I did get an email, guys, for those who are actually looking to buying trucks. Make sure that you actually check out the Aero Truck Sales. Those guys are doing down payment matches. So for those who didn't know, now you know. I'm sure I haven't heard anything back from Select Trucks. So anybody out there who's buying from Select Trucks, what kind of deals are they running for you? Because usually they follow suit. If one's in that predicament, so is going to be somebody else. All right, so let us know. So if you're in that market for a truck, man, like I don't know, what do you got? Who's hunting out there? Like what are you seeing? High miles, low miles? As we always talk about, the sweetest spot to buy a truck is probably about that 300 to 400,000 miles. If you can find that, that's what I would do. Jump on that bad boy. You know, you don't want to buy some crazy with 700,000-800,000 miles with some kind of paperwork on a engine rehaul. You know, we don't want to do any of that overhaul on that bad boy. All right, so here we go. So that's what we got going on today, people. So we did have to push a orientation until tomorrow due to a little bit of administrative hiccup. However, that's okay. Shit happens, but it's not a big deal. We keep pushing. We keep pushing efficiency and effectiveness, and we will turn and burn tomorrow and make sure that individual. You know, we got 1 day of work to make up. So the dispatchers there gonna have to tackle that. All right, my people, be safe, drive safe. I got to get to my day job. It's going to be a busy day today. However, please be safe, keep earning, make some money out there. And again, if you're looking for an opportunity, 863-3, say it's starting already, guys, 863-342-5171. Give me a call. Here to help out. So we're here to help out in any way, shape, or form that we can. All right, my people. So be safe, drive safe. We will talk to you soon. And if you have any ideas, concerns, or anything that you can put in the comments, topics that we can cover, we are more than willing to do so. We just need your feedback in order to get that going for you. And it is time for me to get at my day job. So guys, be safe, drive safe, keep earning. 863-342-5171.